premiere of Survivor 48 was actually way better than I was expecting, and I'm pleasantly surprised. So let's go over this absolute masterpiece together, shall we? The episode starts off Big Brother style, with all of the contestants getting the news they're gonna be on Survivor 48 and having mental breakdowns like absolute psychopaths. Holy crap, Marvel, you gotta hire this lady as the next Spider-Man. And then Jolly Joe gives like an entire freaking minute reaction to the news, so it's pretty obvious that he's gonna win the entire season. And then we see all the bozos on the boats heading to the island. And then Jolly Joe talks about how he's a firefighter, so he puts out fires, and he actually starts fires because he's secretly an arsonist. And then Say goes on to say that she's gonna have no filter, which is abundantly obvious in this episode. And then Erratic Eva says that she's in a male-dominated field and says that she's on a male hockey team. Obviously, you're in a male-dominated field if you're on a freaking team of all men. And then Cedric says his son said to ball out, whatever that means. Get it? He's old, so he doesn't understand the slang of our youth, even though no one says ball out anymore. Is your son like 40, buddy? And then Charity says, being a flight attendant, she has to deal with thousands of personalities, and if the plane ever crashed, she had to decide who gets the parachutes and who has to freaking die. And then David the doofus says he wants to be the hero like Midoriya in My Hero Academia, or like Spider-Man in Spider-Man, or like Bruce in Survivor. You get the picture. And all the players are getting onto the island. And then Buddy Sean has an entire confessional about how his fellow players are all dogs. Yeah, you didn't really think that one through, did you, pal? He also said he wants to eat your food, so watch out for Sean. He might come to your local middle school and steal your lunch money. And then Jeff starts yapping again. Yappity yap yap. Get on with it, Jeff! And then Jeff asks Mitch a question, and he says, I have a stutter. And yeah, that's pretty much. And then Jeff asks Kevin when he first decided he wanted to be on Survivor, and then he was like, when I saw Yul play, because it was like he was an Asian guy, but he wasn't just smart, he was strategic. Those are actual words that came out of Kevin's mouth. He gets into the first challenge, and like 14 seconds in, Kevin hurts his shoulder. You're not Bruce, buddy. Get up! Yeah, but the Purple Tribe absolutely destroyed this challenge. It was not close at all. And then the two butthead tribes that lost the challenge have to pick one person from each tribe to do a challenge in order to try to get their flint. And the orange tribe selects Kyle, and the green tribe selects Kevin, even though he just hurt his shoulder. And now Kevin's like, man, I hurt my shoulder and messed up the challenge, and now this is my one chance to make things right with my tribe. And now we head to the Loogie tribe. And then Sean's like, newsflash, we just won the Marooning tribe. Yeah, we know that, butt sniffer, keep up. And then they all get demon possessed in the water, which leads me to believe that this is a cursed ocean. And then Thomas is like, oh my gosh, I am absolutely cooked because Joe and Sean and Eva are super physically fit, and me and Bianca are absolutely dog poop. And then all of the guys on the Purple Tribe start to bond. You know what that's called? Misogyny! And then Thomas says, wow, I would have never expected to bond with straight people. Imagine if a freaking straight person said that about gay people. And then Bianca gives us her only confessional in the episode in like the most confusing outfit my eyeballs have ever witnessed. And then we head to the Siva tribe. And then Camilla Dakilla says she gets to cause chaos and run around the camp. Yeah, you're not making past merge with that attitude, buddy. And then Mitch gives a confessional about how he's extremely disappointed with the biggest smile on his face. And also, not to be rude, but is it just me? Or does Mitch kind of look like the turtle from Over the Hedge? And then Crazy Chrissy says that she's a firefighter in Chicago, which her shirt already says that. Either wear the shirt or tell us, don't do both, buddy. And then David's tribe literally forces him to do pull-ups. That's like making a girl do squats. Like, what is this? And then David says, and I'm not joking, currently I am a stunt performer, so I perform stunts. Wow. And then we head to the Wala tribe. And then Cedric talks about being a butt doctor and how his kids hate him for it. I would also like to mention that the pizza owner has a shirt that just says pizza. And then Carolyn 2.0 says she's chomping at the bit to play the game. Well, you better make do with the time you got, buddy. And then Stephanie says she's a strong business lady, which I'm not calling her a liar, but this personality doesn't strike me as like business lady. It strikes me as like digging through the McDonald's dumpster at 3 a.m. And then like 5 minutes into the game, Say's just like, listen ladies, we're gonna form an alliance right now and never vote for each other or else I'm gonna make sure you never have any children. And then Say also forms an alliance with all of the guys as well when one of the guys isn't even at the camp right now. She is playing way too hard, way too fast. And then we head back to Kyle and Kevin, and luckily Camilla is not with them. And then they gotta do a bunch of boring shenanigans that ends with them dumping water into a glass thingamajigger, and this is what happens. Jeff Probst rubbed some anti-African American oil on the glass so it would break on impact. What the heck, buddy? But Kyle, being the anti-Jelinski in a way, actually helps Kevin fill up his glass thingamajigger so they can get the challenge over with. And then we head back to the Green Tribe with Kyle delivering the flint and whatnot to his camp. And then little Miss Mary makes fire in like 4 seconds and then says, and I quote, "This is my first time doing this. Mary, maybe don't freaking say that. Now they're gonna think you're a challenge for that Final Four." And then Mary and Kevin talk about how they have good vibes with each other. Am I gonna have to point out the obvious here? And then Say's like, yo, Kevin, me, you, and the other 2 guys, we're all in alliance. We don't care if you're in or not. Shut up, you're in the alliance. And then we head back to the Orange Tribe. And then David's like, look, bitch, there's a bird on this tree. That's kinda suspicious, isn't it? And then they find this little black thingamajigger that is hooked around the tree, and they take it off, and it reveals the letter S. S as in survivor? And then Kyle's like, I'm gonna lie about my occupation and say I'm a teacher, even though I'm a lawyer. And then David's like, I know that Kyle is 100% being honest and isn't lying. Yeah, sure. And then David tells everyone what him and Mitch found, and then they start finding this stuff all over the place, and each of them have a weird letter. What could this possibly mean?
What the freak is happening right now?
And then we head back to the Loogie camp. And then Eva tells us about her autism, but it's like my favorite sob story of the new era because it doesn't even feel like a sob story. It just feels like she's telling us that she has autism. Then Joe, the so-called firefighter, starts a fire. Yeah, you should be fired as soon as you get home, buddy, because what is this? And then Joe says he wants to build strong bonds within his team. Yeah, Joe, that's the freaking point of the game. Then Joe says something very confusing. He says he wants to change the game and bring the loyal group to the end. Brother, did you not watch Samoa? Like, what are you talking about? And then Eva says she wants to tell one person about her autism so they can help her out. And she tells Joe, and this is one of the most heartwarming scenes in Survivor history. I will say though, Joe says, how can I help? Eva replies, just squeeze me. Dan Spilo would have loved to be on her season, bro. And then we head back to the Orange Tribe. And then Charity says she likes her steak medium well. Somebody send her to Arkham Asylum immediately. And then Kyle's like, I can't work with Charity. She's a psychopath. And then Camilla, Dakilla, and Kyle actually learn they have a lot in common and become the bestest of friends. So then obviously Charity's like, yo, Camilla, if we lose, we should vote out Kyle, right? Charity, are you freaking stupid? So then Camilla Dakilla tells Kyle this, and they're gonna absolutely destroy Charity's face. And then we head back to the Green Tribe. Oh, I also forgot to mention that Say found the idol, but in my opinion, everything around this idol is super boring and I don't care. So she just has an idol. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna go over how she found it. It's really complicated. I don't like the idol twist this season. Sue me, I don't care. And then we head into the first immunity challenge of the season. And yeah, the Green Tribe gets absolutely destroyed and decimated. Then Stephanie's like, yeah, I volunteered to do the puzzle and absolutely crapped all over the place. I hope I don't get voted out. Well, about that. And then Jeff Probst talks to us in this very scary angle about 50, and I want my mommy. And then we head back to the Green Tribe, and they all talk about who should be voted out of the game. And it seems very obvious that Stephanie is an absolute goner. So let's just skip the tribal councils, shall we? And then Stephanie starts talking about star signs of tribal council. Get her out of here, Jeff! Well, guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and comment down below what you thought of this premiere. I thought it was a pretty good premiere.
Bruce will be very sad, and Venus the Stinkest will be mega glad. And make sure to comment about how much Survivor sucks, and about how Liz loves Applebee's even though it's butt, and hit the notification bell, because if you don't, like Q says, it will be a big mistake.
Hey everybody, this is Bruce here for season 45 Survivor. Now I, Bruce, the greatest Survivor player to ever exist, demand that all of you subscribe to Meme View, that's M-E-M-E, View, and hit the like button, or if you don't, you end up like me on season 44, alright? You don't want that, do you? Peace!